Hi, my name is Lonnie Clark. I'm the host of a podcast called The Age of Fission Radio Show, and it is on Spreaker. I started my podcast about 5 years ago on ucy.tv. My videos, my radio shows post on my YouTube channel, Nuts for Art. I am making this video to help Larry Burgan and to explain who we are and why we're doing this. I met Larry in an effort, I was seeking people to interview because my podcast basically exposes the lies and the confusion caused by the nuclear contamination and the nuclear industry. And Larry is actually a victim of the nuclear lies. He was working in a plant that he thought processed aluminum for 10 or 15 years. And turns out that once a week they were processing uranium and no one ever told them. So he has subsequently got very, very sick after working there for a long time. And he has been deemed the first person in Illinois to be granted a disability claim from the nuclear industry. However, he and his attorneys are still in the process of getting their settlement. It's been going on for 10 years now, at least. And they are looking for other victims that worked with him and in their factory that they can bring into this settlement suit so that they can all get paid and not just Larry. So the process is taking a long time. And Larry Burgan is working tirelessly to help his community in Venice, Illinois, to get compensated for the harm that's been done to them by the nuclear industry. Which means in the meantime, he's living like a church mouse. He's behind on his rent, he's behind on his utilities, and it is Christmas time, folks. And so I decided that I was going to update his GoFundMe page that I created several months ago when he fell behind in his rent and was about to get evicted and his utilities cut off. We were able to generate enough money to keep his utilities on. He is still not caught up on his rent. His landlord allows him to stay behind a few months because they know he's going to get a big fat settlement from the state of Illinois at some point in his life. But in the meantime, Larry is having to live hand to mouth, and worse than that, sometimes they don't even have hand to mouth. There is nothing there. And he didn't ask me to do this, but I decided that I wanted to update his GoFundMe page to ask people to contribute to Larry's GoFundMe page for Christmas time so that he and his wife will have enough money to buy groceries at Christmas, to have a Christmas dinner, and to not live through this winter month, which should be a time of holiday and cheer, wondering how they're going to pay for Christmas dinner, much less Christmas presents. And so I hope that you will dig into your pockets and contribute. Anything is appreciated. $5, $10. As you know, GoFundMe is a reliable source for funding and providing money to people in need. So I hope that you will consider this. You can actually look for Larry Burgan's story on the internet. He lives in Venice, Illinois. He's part of the 4 legacy sites in St. Louis where Mallinckrodt was processing uranium for the World War II nuclear weapon productions. And there are many victims, and it is only because Larry has a generous heart that he doesn't want to close his settlement. He is waiting to close his settlement so he can get other people in. He and his lawyer are afraid if they close his settlement, everyone else will be denied. So I hope that you can understand the gravity of the situation for Larry and his wife. They have lost everything, frankly, to the nuclear industry. They are sick. They lost their home. Their children have medical issues. And yet, in the meantime, he has written a book called The Accidental Environmentalist that is yet to be published. But he is one of the most optimistic and loving persons that I've met. And I am hoping that by posting this video, it will explain who we are and allow people to feel a bit of generosity for Larry, and any amount of money helps. So thank you for contributing to Larry Burgan's fund at Christmas time in 2019. I know that it will come as a huge surprise to Larry, and it'll be a tremendous blessing to he and his wife. So please please contribute. And I'm just going to ask you again to please contribute. 5, 10, 15, 20, $50. Whatever you can contribute is greatly appreciated. Like I tell my listeners, love is greater than fear, and happiness is resistance. Thank you so much, and put your courage feet on. Thanks. Bye-bye.